Alors, on va se retrouver en ce samedi après-midi pour la suite de Ken Follett, les Piliers de la Terre. Il y avait un premier livre composé de 7 chapitres qui était paru de cela il y a quelques mois maintenant. Et donc juste avant Noël, ils sortent le deuxième livre qui lui également sera composé de 7 chapitres. Salut Bugs. Alors les 7 chapitres vont pas être faits en un live parce que c'est un petit peu long, hein. Faut compter à peu près 2 heures pour 2 livres et demi. Alors je sais pas encore comment les livres vont être, les chapitres pardon, vont être découpés. On verra après le chapitre 9 combien de temps le live durera. Je verrai si je fais un chapitre de plus ou pas. Voilà, alors tout de suite on va se lancer dans la suite des aventures.
My name is Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. At least.
Un petit souci de langage.
And a man I had once refused to marry took control of everything my family had ever owned, including ourselves.
Ah, bah là, ça y est, on est revenu en français.
Where's the girl? She is where you put her, you fiend. Once the king finds out. Here's the key. Now go get her, I'm starving.
Oh, c'est bizarre, là on est bien en français. Je vais faire un petit tour du côté des options. Vérifier qu'on est... Attends. Langue. D'accord. Il a dû y avoir avec la mise à jour... Alors non, la langue est bien en anglais, mais les textes doivent être en français. On réactive les sous-titres. Ça devrait être bon.
Milady, are you awake? William Hammerly is back. He wants to see you.
Je peux pas me cacher sous le livre. Non, tu peux pas rentrer.
Why am I fooling myself? There is nothing left.
Please, you mustn't make him wait.
You may come in, Matthew.
Laissez rentrer.
What's taking so long?
Dear God! Did he hit you?
Well, I suppose he's getting more daring now that his father is about to see the king.
This is taking too long. Go get them. Right.
Milady, I must ask you, do not provoke him. Not yet. Not until you're properly armed.
Did you get the weapons?
Yes, I hid them up on the wall. Near the gate. Look for a red piece of cloth.
Get down here, and no talking. And don't cause any trouble. I just cleaned my sword.
Alors, on nous a parlé. Alors Mathieu a caché où est des armes près d'un bout de tissu rouge. Ouais.
Finally. Just because I allowed you to sleep in my room doesn't mean you can make yourself cozy.
Je me souviens qu'il y avait quelqu'un d'arrogant, ça doit être celui sur la
what's
chaise.
with your face? Your arrogance makes you ugly. Did you know that?
Et c'est lui qui dit ça. On ne récolte que ce qu'on sème, on va pas trop le provoquer pour l'instant.
I didn't sleep well.
Salut Zuma.
Were you lonely?
We've all been sleeping poorly the last few weeks.
Il a pris un sacré macaron à la
Your father will be the new Earl soon. This castle will be yours. There's no need to keep the lady and her brother hostage.
Matthew. Save your words. He won't listen.
Oi, Walter. Looks like the princess needs a servant to do her talking. Can't imagine why I ever wanted to marry that ugly bore. A real lady. That's what I deserve. Maybe even Empress Maud. Yes, I'll marry the Empress. But I will keep on fucking her.
Your words cannot hurt me.
Shut up!
I won't.
You have no say around
Ça va
here
être dur
anymore.
de pas se friter avec lui.
I am still the daughter of your Earl.
You're a common whore, that's what you are.
Oh, how you must enjoy your revenge.
You're just getting what you deserve.
All this just because I wouldn't marry you.
Shut up.
C'était une bonne chose.
Shut up!
You are a sad man who knows nothing but cruelty. God shall punish you for this.
I am the cruel one. You renounced our wedding and made me the laughing stock of the entire Shire.
Stop, both of you. Go outside, girl. Walk it off.
C'est moi qui dois me calmer, il pleut. Ouais, non, allez, on va se
All
tirer.
right. I shall do so gladly.
Anything you need, William?
Tell the bitch to get me something to eat. I'm starving.
Ah, carrément, je vais
You
chercher à
heard
bouffer.
him. Go,
Je vais
now.
l'empoisonner, ouais. Alors, veut que je lui trouve à manger. Oh putain, la galère.
I always told you your stubbornness would be your end.
Alors, on a deux choses à trouver, une arme et à bouffer.
Richard,
Did they let you go? Have you sided with them?
don't be ridiculous. I will never succumb to these beasts.
Beasts? That's a bit rude.
Et il a encore la... Ah, on va parler de l'écharpe
Have you
rouge.
seen my red scarf?
Is that all you worry about?
I think Matthew had it last. He said he lost it somewhere.
Then ask him.
Ouais,
I'm busy trying to come up with a plan.
À mon avis, il faut quand même que je me méfie de ce que je dis, parce qu'il y a l'autre à côté avec son canasson. Ah ouais, si c'était avec
You
l'écharpe.
really haven't seen my scarf?
Ali, drop the nonsense. This is serious.
Putain, mais casse-couille, il va me dire, ouais, allez, mon écharpe, ouais. On va me demander quand même comment il s'en sort.
How are you managing?
I'd be managing a lot better if you gave me a sword.
Justement, trouve,
Did he say
l'écharpe.
something funny?
That boy with a sword. Look at his back. He can barely lift his own head.
Putain, comment il est
Teach a
cassé.
chicken to fight. Might as well just step on it.
I'll be back soon. Don't lose hope.
Yeah.
Ce qu'il nous dit, laisse-nous partir, je vous en supplie. Combien vous paie-t-il? Vous irez en enfer. Pas tout de suite. Laisse pour la fin, ça.
Don't act as if you've never had a heart. I see how kindly you treat his horse.
You want me to let you go?
Bah oui.
Yes.
Of course. It would be the proper thing to do. There is no humane reason for keeping us locked up.
Can't.
Why not?
Because Bartholomew is still
Faut
Earl.
le buter, c'est
Can't
tout.
have his brats running around causing a ruckus. I don't get paid to be careless.
Bon bah ça fait une bonne transition, combien il paye?
You do a lot for him. Tending to his horse, watching his prisoners. What do they pay you?
Why do you keep asking me that?
I might be able to pay you more.
Right.
Tell us. How much do you want?
Maybe I don't do this just for the money.
I don't believe you. What else should you gain from being cruel?
An apprentice. Unlike you, Percy Hamley likes the way I've been raising his son.
Éviter de l'insulter. On va déjà faire le rez-de-chaussée.
Nothing. Maybe Matthew meant the other gate. Flemish, here, girl. Don't you recognize me? Ah, good girl. It must be hard to catch my scent in this rain.
The storeroom is to your left, not down the yard.
Quel emmerdeur. Est-ce qu'on peut monter là-haut?
You heard me. Stay where I can see you.
Putain, quel casse-couille lui. Bon, on va aller dans le cellier. De toute façon, là, je vois pas d'écharpe rouge. Hein. Ah, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Oh! It smells horrible in here.
Non, c'est de la viande pourrie, je croyais que c'était une écharpe rouge. Ah, on va lui donner ça. Que des trucs pourris. De la viande avariée grouillante vert, prendre. Bah voilà, j'ai à bouffer pour mon pote. Pot de farine.
Mealworms.
Que des trucs pommes pourries.
I'm not putting
Excellent.
my hand in there.
Oh,
Disgusting.
tissu.
Let's see. A loaf of bread. And it doesn't look as bad as everything else in here.
Ah, il dirait que j'ai rempli mon premier objectif.
Oh! A dead chicken. What a horrible
Que
smell.
des trucs pourris.
Someone must have trapped it in here for fun. What a waste.
Ils ont des drôles de passe-temps hein, dans le coin. Pff, il est mort. De toute façon, il n'y a plus grand chose d'autre. On peut sortir. C'est que ça? C'est quoi? C'est un flashback ou c'est une vision de l'avenir?
Richard. I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Ouais, non, ça a pas. C'est clair, hein, ça me fout les jetons ces conneries.
Did you get what he asked for?
Yes.
Good. Don't waste his time then.
Est-ce que je peux ressortir? Pour aller chercher mon épée quand même. Là je peux monter.
Well, even if you leave, we've still got your brother.
I can't leave him.
Fais chier. Putain d'écharpe. Bon tant pis. Hein.
Matthew.
Demander quelque chose, allez.
He's all right. Now get some food, will you? I told you, get me something to eat.
Tiens mon pote, un peu de viande.
Your food.
Ah! What is this?
C'est tout ce que j'ai trouvé. Ah, trop fort.
This is all I've found.
You really think you can play your silly games with me?
I am still the daughter of the Earl, and by the law of the King, you are my subject.
Oh my. Forget what I said about your arrogance. It actually makes you quite pretty. Huh?
In the name of my father, you will die for this!
Master Richard, don't!
Oh non! Oh putain, ils vont tous se faire tuer.
Stupid boy. Almost as stupid as his
C'est con, ce
sister.
titre pu, c'est con.
I'd rape you if I could.
Il va lui trancher l'oreille.
But you're not my kind of lass. What's with her?
J'aurais peut-être pas dû
She
faire le
dead?
malin avec le morceau.
Leave her. The king has not yet spoken. Wait till your father is an earl proper. Then you can do with her whatever you
Ah ouais,
want.
les bâtards, ouais, le mot est
To
bien
hell with
choisi.
it. She's so ugly, no one would ever want to take her anyway. Put them with the animals until the king has decided.
Ouais. Qui c'est qu'ils ont pendu, le gamin, là? Non, mais c'est l'introduction du jeu. Ouais, il va pouvoir s'accrocher une sacrée boucle d'oreille. Je voulais une introduction pour le chapitre 8.
It's just out of reach.
Ah ouais, je suis carrément attaché au poteau là. On peut rien faire.
Richard! Richard! Wake up!
Ah, esthétiquement, c'est clair que c'est sympa. Hein. Ça va être trop loin aussi.
It's too high. I'm chained to a post. I can't reach it. If only it was closer.
Canasson, il peut pas nous aider un peu. L'autre il roupille. Hein. on a fait, ça on a fait.
No, there are no weapons here, and no sign of my red scarf.
Ah ouais, bien vu. J'ai plus ma miche de pain. L'autre il l'a becté, cet enfoiré. Ce qui est bizarre, c'est quand on parle de la chaîne, il n'y a pas de... Quand même super bizarre, il n'y a rien d'autre de... Il n'y a surtout pas d'interaction avec le canasson, c'est le seul truc que je peux...
It's too high. I'm chained to a post. I can't reach it. If only it was closer.
Ah ouais, on va faire un
It's
cheval,
just
c'est
out
pas-
of reach.
Le dernier maillon les relie. Ouais, dans le... Bah ouais. Je suis d'accord. Allez, réveille-toi, feignasse.
Come on, I need you to wake up.
d'accord. Il n'y a que ça, hein, de toute façon. Oh putain.
Hey,
Ah, quand même. Merde. Putain. C'est pas parce qu'il a un tout petit bout d'oreille qu'à sauter qu'il doit roupiller. Mine-toi le cul, va chercher le fer à cheval. Non, non, on va quand même lui demander comment il va.
how do you feel?
Hot.
The wound is boiling your blood. We need to get you someplace dry and cool so you can heal.
Ali, they shackled us. I will die here.
Ah, c'est pas le moment
Calm
d'avoir peur.
down. You'll only make things worse.
On va être optimiste.
Don't give up. We will get out of here.
And what then?
We'll find Father. He'll know what to do.
I heard them say that he's with the king in Winchester.
Then that's where we'll go. You'll see. He'll make things right again. Don't give up. We will get out of
Ah,
here.
c'est clair, l'autre elle a un
I
petit...
don't know.
Elle a un petit trou, mais finalement il lui a pas tranché complètement. Hein.
Don't give
Il a
up.
juste fait
We
effectivement un trou un
will
petit peu
get
plus
out
haut.
of here.
I don't know.
How did you
On va lui
free
demander comment il
yourself
s'est libéré.
before?
I don't know. When they put me here, they had the shackles fitted to my ankles. But today, I somehow managed to slip through. These 3 weeks must have made me very determined.
Yes, and very thin. What were you thinking, charging William like that?
I had to protect you.
C'était gentil mais très stupide. Hein.
That was very brave of you.
I don't know.
Ah, c'est l'émotion,
It
c'est
was.
l'adrénaline, ça le...
Father will be proud
boost.
when you tell him.
Voilà.
Richard.
Le fer à cheval.
Throw me that horseshoe.
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
I'll think of something. Just give it to me.
Il a pas l'air plus près que moi. Hein. Joli. Dieu merci Richard, il veut en prendre. Ah. Maintenant, la chaîne. Il y a peut-être une interaction avec le fer. Voilà, crac. Fait levier.
Do you think it might break like this?
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
Ok, donc c'est avec le marteau. Hein. De toute façon, il n'y a pas de 36 solutions. Yes. Oh là, quel talent du premier coup. ça. Yes.
Shh. I'll open yours next. Can you stand?
I'll try.
Good. Then wait here. I'll find us a way to get out of here.
Let's take his horse.
Ah, j'avais la pression
Yes.
quand même sur le
Good idea.
jeu là.
But first we need the weapons
J'aurais
Matthew
pu me
hid for
planter
us.
par contre. Je rigole mais... Alors si nous calmons le cheval de William, nous pourrons fuir. Ouais. Tout doux. Le mal monté direct. Enlever la sacoche, le caresser. Ouais. Gentiment. Ça allait bien. T'es un bon cheval.
Careful. He doesn't seem to like that.
Enlever la sacoche. Oh mais il est con ce cheval, c'est pas possible. Je fais tout pour lui, il s'excite.
What are you doing? The horse nearly woke the guard.
The knot is too tight. If only we had a knife. Where did Matthew hide the weapons?
Ouais, couper la lanière, ouais mais j'ai pas le couteau.
If only we had a knife. Where did Matthew hide the weapons?
On va d'abord demander à Richard pour les choses.
Try to stay sharp. If he wakes up, shout and run as fast as you can. Do you hear?
I will.
Non, il n'y a rien d'autre à faire. On va monter au puits. Ah, l'écharpe, elle est là.
I have to
Cool.
say, that battle was a bit short for my taste.
Zone de main, on va examiner. Oula. Alors, les hommes de main de William. Étant issu d'une famille noble ayant de grandes ambitions politiques, William Hamley dispose d'une véritable petite armée sous ses ordres. Il aime garder près de lui 3 hommes auxquels il fait le plus confiance, Walter, Ugla H et Gervase le Vilain. Les 2 derniers sont autant réputés pour leur violence que leur loyauté. La seule évocation de leur nom instille la peur dans le cœur de leurs ennemis. Walter était autrefois l'instructeur de William. Il lui a appris à chevaucher et à se battre alors que William n'était encore qu'un petit garçon. Désormais, Walter officie en tant que garde du corps et bras droit.
The knights weren't prepared and the peasants scattered like chickens.
Ça va être les gaziers là-haut.
What I wouldn't do for a good kill right now.
I found it.
Yes.
Matthew's piece of cloth.
Bien planqué. Ça c'est fait. Bah, je dis faut tuer le... cette espèce d'enfoiré qui dort. Bah, l'écharpe en fait c'était le repère pour nous dire où il y avait l'arme cachée. De l'avoine trouvée dans la sacoche de William. Eh ben on va le filer au canasson.
Oh, you look hungry. Want to eat?
Bien.
It's calm now. Try to mount it, Richard.
But where do we go?
To Winchester, of course. We need to find Father and talk to the king. They must find out what's happening here. Now climb on. It won't eat forever. tell me.
Oi! You there! Stop!
Mode évasion.
Cut him off!
Yes. On n'a pas 30 solutions.
The thought that they could catch up with us urged me to ride onward. It rained relentlessly. After a while, Richard's moaning got weaker, but I did not dare look back, for I feared to see William Hamley right at our heels. I forced the horse to go faster, hoping that my brother would not succumb to his wounds. We headed toward Winchester. The king would make things right if we explained them to him. He had to. It wasn't long until Richard almost fell off the horse. Touching his forehead, I realized he had a high fever. His mutilated ear was red, hot, and swollen. A sound startled me. From the thicket of the forest emerged a woman. I was ready to draw the dagger that was flush against my forearm. I asked her to give us her name. This was her forest, she said, so we should be the ones introducing ourselves. I proclaimed that I was the daughter of the Earl of Shiring, traveling with my brother. I can tell your nobility by your manners. She smiled and revealed in turn that she was the wife of the local verderer. Seeing Richard's ear, she said that he needed help. Luckily, their hut was nearby. She offered us food, shelter, and care.
Alors, on a le choix de faire confiance à la personne qu'on vient de rencontrer, prendre le risque, la suivre. Ah non. Ne pas lui faire confiance, continuez votre route, ou prendre le risque et la suivre pour soigner Richard. Pour l'instant, on ne sait pas qui c'est. Je pense qu'on va lui faire confiance, on n'a pas le choix si on veut que le frangin survive.
We followed her to the hut. It was further than she had led us to believe. There, I helped my brother off the horse and let the woman take the horse's reins. The hut was rather barren, with few furnishings. It was almost as cold as outside, and there was no sign of her husband. Richard dropped onto one of the creaky stools. The woman lit a fire, which came alive with a crackle and gave out a warming glow.
Alors, promettre une récompense pour son aide, insister pour soigner Richard. On va insister.
I raised my voice and repeated more urgently that if we didn't act right now, Richard might die. At my words, the woman seemed to wake up from her absent-mindedness. She nodded towards the fire. There was a sound outside, but she distracted my attention by turning to Richard. She started to explain that to close a wound, one must gently press a hot piece of metal against the flesh. This will stop demons and bad smells from entering the body. The woman's eyes kept darting to the door, so I turned my head to see what it was she was looking for. The moment after I'd turned my head, my own knife was pointing at my face. She'd noticed the dagger in my sleeve and had yanked it out before I knew what was happening. She apologized. It's a tough world, and it's eat or be eaten. There was another noise outside.
Putain, qu'est-ce
He's
qu'elle a fait,
here,
la saleté?
she said.
Se battre.
I swiftly grabbed a splintered board from the ground and pointed it at her in defense. Suddenly, I was grabbed from behind, and the next moment I landed hard on the floor.
Putain, c'est chaud, hein?
He examined us and our weapons and broke into laughter. He stepped closer to reach for Richard's sword, but his wife interrupted. We can't sell that. Everyone would know who that sword belonged to. The man grunted in agreement and turned to leave. Before she followed him, she dropped my dagger. "Burn out your brother's wound with this," she said, and disappeared. We heard the whinnying of William's horse and the stomping of hooves from outside. We stood, frozen, until Richard told me to go and have a look. As I did, the outlaws were long on their way, and our mount with them. The hut probably hadn't belonged to them in the first place, but at least it meant a roof over our heads for the night. The fire was still burning. We had no other choice but to trust the word of the outlaw. The heated dagger trembled in my hands. "Do it, Ali, I can take it." Richard tried to sound brave. A horrible hissing sound and the smell of burnt flesh filled the hut when the blade touched his ear. But it seemed to work. For a few hours, I guarded the door while Richard slept, but soon I fell asleep too.
Ça y est, il est soigné.
We walked for 2 more days with only brief rests in between, but we finally arrived at the city gates of Winchester. Richard was weak, but at least we were still together, and we were sure that together we would find a way to escape this nightmare.
Alors, je crois que c'est la fin du premier chapitre. Chapitre 8 qui s'appelait Aliena. Alors, petit résumé de nos choix. Face à William, vous avez pris la parole. Vous avez provoqué William en lui servant de la viande avariée. Vous avez félicité Richard pour son courage quand il a attaqué William. Vous avez réussi à vous échapper d'Earl Castle. Vous avez fait confiance à la femme sur la route et elle vous a volé. Vous avez cautérisé la blessure de Richard avant d'arriver à Winchester. Chapitre 9, le serment.
We made it. They can't harm us anymore, can they? After all, there are laws in place to protect us here, right?
I think so, but we shouldn't risk finding out.
Then let's go.
Where are you going?
To our townhouse, of course.
Ok, lui part à l'hôtel. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Où est notre père? On n'a pas 36 000 interactions. Très bizarre, je vais au point de...
The gates are closed for the night. I should get Richard first.
Oui.
Ali, there's someone here. Maybe it's Father.
Do you think so?
Well, they must have put him somewhere.
Who is it?
It's Percy Hamley. Hide!
What? I'm going to chop off your hand if I find you, bastard. Shut up!
Get back inside now. Don't ever let anyone see you lose your temper like that. We don't know who's part of the court yet, so be careful, be polite, make an impression.
They all need to see you dance with the king every day until he's made you an earl.
I saved him from Bartholomew's rebellion. Shouldn't that be enough?
Give them a reason and they won't make you earl. That cannot happen.
They took our house. They really took our house.
We'll have to sleep somewhere else then.
I can't believe it.
Come now, before anyone sees us here.
Trouver un abri. Continuer notre recherche.
Good lord. What happened to your ear, lad? Did you make a wrong turn this morning?
On cherche un endroit pour dormir. C'est le fils d'un comte, pas un pêcheur.
We were hoping we could stay for the night. We've traveled a long way, and we're exhausted.
Sorry. Rooms are all gone. King's in town. Everything's teeming with nobles. Come back next week when the big fish have jumped the pond. I might find a cozy little corner for you.
Ali, he was talking to me.
Well, then next time, say something.
Fine.
C'est bien notre veine, tout est plein.
Now look at that! A cripple with a sword and his beggar girl! If you're looking for some privacy, there's a bar just down the street!
Il a l'air un peu éméché. Ils se foutent tous de la gueule. Son frère et sœur.
It's not like that. I'm his sister.
Well, what do you know? They're siblings! Let's keep it in the family and give them to a room.
What is it? Why are we leaving?
This is childish. Father wouldn't want us to stay in a house with those people.
But Ali, they were just fooling around.
Right. Let's keep
Super,
looking.
là on peut trouver une piole, elle fait ça. Elle fait du genre. Continue.
Let me. I am the son of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. Open up.
Why should they let us in? Father's not there, Earl.
Shh. Someone's coming to the door.
Yes? What is it? Anything wrong?
Well, there is. We are about to sleep on the street. So, please let us in.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we'll be going to bed now. Good night.
How dare they?
They're not bound to us, Richard. We need to find somewhere else. Innkeeper! We're looking for a place to stay. Is anyone there? Innkeeper! Hello?
Insiste.
The monks are calling for evening mass.
Cathédrale.
Do you want to knock? Shall I? Hello? Can you offer us a place of shelter for the night?
Ali, don't beg.
We're in need and we've got nothing to offer. What else? We could work for you. If you help us, we will assist you with your business.
Now go away.
Thank the Lord. I would never have worked for those lowlings.
Don't say that. We will need allies to find Father, and we won't get any if we just stand around and insult people.
Father would be ashamed.
On va directement à la cathédrale.
Hello?
Hush. It is almost peace hour. We are just about to start Compline. Oh, my. You look exhausted. Are you two on a pilgrimage? You look like you have quite a journey behind you.
Oui, nous sommes des pèlerins. Non, on va rester
No.
honnête.
We just need a place to stay for the night.
Oh, pity. Ah, well, God's palm is open for everyone, I suppose.
Ah,
Come inside.
Impec. On a trouvé, on est resté honnête.
When I woke up that morning, I was alone. I hoped that Richard had risen early, maybe to go to the castle. I left to search for him right away.
That old man had quite a bit of fight in him, I heard. They whipped him for days. And when it was over, he just asked for a mug of wine. Didn't beg, but asked, "Hurry up, I'm thirsty." Like it was some kind of feast or something. Makes you wish he was still on our side. What a shame.
I know them.
This is all such nonsense. Maud as queen. What was the old man thinking?
I believe he just got too comfortable with King Henry.
On our way here, we had to stay at an inn. They made us eat peasant food.
Gruel?
Not a pinch of meat.
Isn't there a law against that?
On n'apprend pas grand chose. Ah. Ishar est là.
You heard me, now move along.
Get out of my way, guard. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
But the poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
What are you saying?
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter. If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
Putain.
How do we get there?
Go left before the gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets?
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive. Now, clear the way. There are people who want to see the king.
I could have done this on my own.
Just like you could have run away on your own without telling me anything.
Shh, hush, Ali. The people are watching us.
How's your ear?
It's pounding like a drum. I'm sorry. I thought I could talk to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please, don't be cross.
I am cross because you were stupid. We must stick together. Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Shall we go and see father now?
Yes.
Pas nous laisser rentrer, lui.
Let's not go there until we've spoken with father.
Alors, t'as pris des éclairs à quoi? Café, chocolat? Ah. Peut-être faire un tour par là. Regardez. Ah bah les jouets sont là.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay that way.
I hope so too, but, you know, nowadays good food is just so hard to come by. Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
Your ear. You should take better care of yourself.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So come on.
Ouais, non mais c'est sympa, chocolat et vanille. Moi aussi j'aime pas le... Je suis très café mais pas en gâteau.
Look, if you're so
J'espère que tu vas
desperate
pas
to
toutes
get
les
in,
manger
talk
d'un
to
coup,
the
parce que
sheriff
ça
and
va
steal
faire
a
beaucoup.
chicken. That is, first steal a chicken, then
Ouais,
talk
elle a
to
mis
the
un sacré
sheriff.
temps à être compilée, elle dure que 5
I'll
minutes.
take care of the rest.
J'aurais peut-être pas dû la faire en 4K, mais putain, 1 heure. Elle était finie de charger juste avant le live.
I have to talk to that man first. Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're here to see our father. He
Ah,
is
vache.
the Earl of
Et
Shire.
elles sont grandes comment?
Is he? Look like just plain Bartholomew to me.
So he's here.
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
Il doit bien vivre le geôlier avec des demandes de pot de vin à tout le monde. Je vous apporterai un penny. Laissez-nous voir maintenant qui était cette femme. On va parler de la femme.
Who was
Oh,
that
vache.
woman?
That'll be 2 pennies.
What?
Ah, gotcha. That's Meg. Her husband tried to trick a fellow merchant out of his purse. Wasn't good at it. Now he's lost everything.
Then where did she get all her coin?
She took over his business, works as a merchant at the market. Funny that she still cares so much for him. I wouldn't.
On va insister,
Please,
ça peut éviter
let
que
us
ça
see him
nous coûte de
now.
l'argent.
Sorry,
Pas super
can't
riche.
make an exception. Each time someone wants to see someone, they have to pay. That's the rules.
But they're your rules.
Right, but that doesn't make them any less rulesy, does it? Must have been dozens so far, each one slipping me a penny. If I let you in for free, the others might think I treated them unevenly, that I am an unjust man. Can't have them think that, can I?
On n'a pas le choix.
I'll get a penny, and I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But won't you let us see him now, just for a few moments?
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man.
Oh, il est
I'm
con,
the
lui.
son of an earl.
Je suis le fils d'un
Not
comte.
anymore.
Je peux pas bosser.
You
On
heard
n'a pas
what
le
the
choix,
jailer
Blanc.
said. We're no better than anyone else now.
$32, $33, $34. Are you sure this is right?
Don't patronize me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
See? You've nothing to worry about. Your business will be in
Excuse
good
me,
hands.
mistress. Oh, I've seen you before. You're going to see someone in the jail, right?
Yes,
It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
J'ai besoin de thunes.
could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father.
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
And the jailer
Ils
won't
étaient-
let us
ils étaient
see
pas déjà
him
dans le jeu.
until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be
J'ai pas
2
fait
pennies at
attention, il me
least.
semblait qu'ils
What are you
étaient.
saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Ah, sorry, but no.
Oh, what were you doing at the jail? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
You know, my husband is a prisoner as well.
Mais c'est vrai que
He used to run
j'étais
this
pas sûr.
business,
Enfin, maintenant que
but
tu
he
me
was
le
caught
dis.
selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business in this man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I'll give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces
Les
inside.
toisons
You
qui
know how
sont
to
à
count?
l'intérieur.
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, we know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
On s'en
Thank you
échappe.
so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
1, 6, 9, 13, 14, 20. All right, I got it.
C'est bon.
I'll tell you when you're done.
How many have you got?
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Compte à nouveau.
Please, count again.
What? Why?
To make sure you were right the first time.
Only if you do that too, Ali.
I will.
1, 2, 8, 9, 11,
J'en compte 22.
16. I'm done.
And now?
Still 23.
Bon, on va dire que c'est 23.
Let's tell them then.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
We counted 23 sacks.
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Ah, selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
Your calculation is correct, and mine is wrong.
I told you, everything's well. You don't need to worry. I will take good care of everything while you're gone.
We'll see. Here is your penny, girl. If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
Let's just say he likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
He'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
En tout cas, on a récupéré notre pièce. Tant mieux. Après, cette histoire de sac aura peut-être des conséquences, mais bon, après, de notre point de vue, on n'était pas obligé d'avoir un visu sur tous les sacs. C'est pour ça que je lui ai plutôt fait confiance. Carisseur, fabrique. pourquoi j'ai pas accès comme tout à l'heure
Please, God, please help us find Father. Please, God, please help us find Father.
Peut-être pas que je repasse par là pour avoir accès au geôle. Ah voilà, on va ressortir, ça je m'en doutais. Voilà. Notre ami